Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to this amazing Thursday live stream. And I'm sure you can see some change in the background. Well, this logo has been sent by TradingView, and I'm sure you might be knowing that I'm one of the affiliate partners of TradingView. Uh, so I have some links that I have put in my TradingView account, but this is not a sponsored video, right? Understand the difference between that. So they just I'm in touch with the team which is based in Europe, and they said that Rachana, you've been creating a lot of content, and I had very clearly told them that I don't support intraday trading. The reason being that I myself don't do intraday trading, and plus I feel that definitely risk is involved at a greater extent. I also told them that I don't suggest people to do a lot of futures and options. So main focus was that I said, okay, I can think about putting your logo at the back. I mean, they basically said that every Thursday live stream, it means that they also watch our Thursday live stream. They said that every Thursday live stream you are showing TradingView, but then why don't you think about putting a logo in the background somewhere? And I think I really love their platform. The free version is also good, paid version is also good. So because they requested, I said, chalo, why not? So nice. I like the LED as well. So I said, yes, I'll display that at the background. So this is the first time I talked so much now. From next Thursday live stream onwards, most probably it'll be just there, right? Because as I said, this is not a paid promotion per se, but I love their platform. Genuinely, I love it. We all almost use it while we analyze the technicals, and that is the reason why I thought of putting it up at the background. Okay. What does the color of my shirt say today? If you have read the title carefully, if you have seen the thumbnail properly, then you will understand. Today we are not saying that it is market will be in a super bull phase. We are not saying that everything is over, la, 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 but exactly, Balaji has said it. Sideways, neutral, pause, hit pause is what maybe Nifty is saying, and that is the reason why I thought that let's wear an amber shirt today, which is like more or less like a pause color. So why pause? Last time, if you remember, that we had discussed about Nifty maybe going up to the levels of 21,000. Acha, by the way, those who attended last Thursday live stream, if you can tell me what was the level in, I had told you that as per technical analysis, as per pivot levels, which was the first resistance? Who can tell me in the comment section? If you are there during the Thursday live streams, you will be able to understand, you will be able to recall also that which was the level that we had discussed. And as usual, see, everyone knows we are not here for tips. We understand based on technical analysis what is the level. Raviji is saying 19,000. No, Raviji, it was not 19,000. Sai Prasanna says 19,500, 19,600, 19,200. जो मैंने बोला है वो छोड़ के सब levels बोल रहे. Subramanya has given the correct answer. 19,400 is what we had discussed during the previous live stream, during the previous Thursday live stream. But why? Now, when I show my entire screen, maybe that is the time when you may recall as to why had I said 19,400, right? Chalo, let's see where were we during the last Thursday stream. Last Thursday was Eid ka chutti, right? So this was where the markets were. Correct. Wednesday closing was the Thursday closing, and I had told at that time that markets have closed just shade above the pivot level, and if the momentum continues, it can go up pretty well. And there it once it crosses, if it crosses 19,000, and then I told that if it crosses 19,000, as per pivot, again as per pivot, it's in front of you. It's a normal analysis that we made, right? As per pivot levels, it could go to 19,400 is what we had discussed the other day, and this 1 week has been crazy. Yes, it hit 19,400. Very happy. As I always say, I just try my level best to analyze the technicals. Markets have the full authority to prove me wrong. That's what I always say. But this time, yes, whatever we had discussed, that really went well. But now we have to understand one more point. I said that immediate resistance could be around 19,400. That is the R1 level. Okay. R2 level is what? By the way, today R1 has also been crossed. As per pivot levels, what is R2? R2 is at 19,000, almost 700. But this is on a daily time frame. Okay. Now that R1 has also been crossed, before we talk about R2 time frame on a daily basis, I think we should first check about the weekly pivot as well. So now if we see here, weekly pivot, oh, so the pivot is at the 17,400, but R1 as per the weekly pivot is at 19,600. Okay. So again, going back, weekly pivot is what? 19,600. Daily pivot is at what? 19,700 almost. So I feel that somewhere markets, the momentum at which, the speed at which market has gone up, that may dry down a little bit, because as I mentioned, today we are already at 19,500. I think 100, 200 points rally from here and there. Acha, 100 points based on what? 100 points based on a weekly pivot. That's what I showed you right now. Based on weekly pivot, it is 19,600. That's just 100 points away. And even if I'm talking about daily pivot level, it is 19,700 almost. So just maybe 100, 200 points here and there during the entire week. I feel that should be more than enough, because I personally feel that the momentum may not continue stronger. Now, let us understand, momentum is indicated by what? RSI. Have a look at the RSI level. RSI is at 78 already. Now, we have seen moments in the past where, yes, very few times, anyways, it has gone above 70. Otherwise, see, after 70, it has dipped quite a bit times. But even these levels, see, have a look at this. 70 has been more than enough majority of the times. There are a few peaks as well around 80, one or two peaks around 83, 85 levels. But understand, anything around 80 is already pretty high on momentum. And that is the reason why I feel that maybe there is a great chance that, you know, markets may slow down on the pace. And that is why we are saying maybe there may be a pause here. Now we also have to understand that there is one more important indicator which is called as the super trend indicator. So I'm just going to put that on as well. This shows what is the trend in which the market is right now. A red super trend indicator shows that it's a bearish trend. A green shows that it is a bullish trend. Because I do get messages on research numbers. So basically, anyone who enrolls for any of our stock market courses, well, it is a pre-recorded course, and that is the reason why I will not be able to give answers to your query whenever you are watching the lecture. You may be watching the lecture because people enroll from all parts of the world. I have so many learners from, be it USA, UK, Dubai, and whatnot, right? So if they are watching in the morning in USA, of course, I'm not going to answer. It's not a live batch. It's a pre-recorded batch on our website and on our Android app, iOS app as well. So what we do is we have a WhatsApp number, and my research team members reply to the WhatsApp queries, right? And I have gotten a lot of WhatsApp queries in the last 1 week typically, that how can we trail our stop loss? So trailing stop loss means what? We know that markets may see some pause, may see some sort of reversal. We are not saying downtrend will start, but somewhere the market may see some small dip. Or what is the level at which we should be really aware, we should be alert? Acha. So here, if you can see, this green is at 19,000. The lower part of the green is at 19,000. Even if you see pivot is at 18,951, again rounding off to 19,000. Third thing, 19,000, again a very big psychological support. Unless and until market is above 19,000, I don't think there is any need to worry. Okay, so you should know that even if market goes down by 100, 200, 300 points also, should you be like, oh my god, 200, 300 points lost? Arey baba. If markets have rallied from this point, even if I take this bottommost point till here, markets have rallied to such a great extent from 17,000, almost 16,900 to 19,400. What? This is almost 2,500 points ka rally. And from here, if you are seeing even 200, 300 points quick fall, that should be absolutely all right. In fact, I'm saying that even if it's a 500 points fall, still still the super trend remains positive. So I hope you have understood that you should not really worry, even if the market sees some sort of pause, some sort of cool off, little bit cool off. That doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that everything is over now. Not at all. Okay. So I hope this point is absolutely clear as well. Previous session we had also discussed about the cup and handle pattern which was being formed, not exactly the cup and handle pattern, sorry, I take back my words. If you remember, we had drawn this. I'll just redraw it for you. So this level, basically we had seen that there has been a good enough, there is no pattern per se for this, but this is like, because I can't even say it's a rounding bottom, right? Rounding bottom takes so many years to be formed. But this is like there has been a dip, it has completely recovered from that. And if that be so, if I place it here, then in that case, as per technical analysis, 20,000, 21,000 is what we had discussed in the previous live stream. And in that also, I told you, never expect any fancy things from the market. Okay. There are no free lunches in the stock market. You will have to have patience. You'll have to believe in the long term market. And then in the longer term, will you be rewarded? Yes. Okay. So be positive about the market right now. As I mentioned, the economy is strong. The technicals look really strong. Now the Q1 results will start kicking in, and analyzing them will also be fun. So based on all these things, I think it'll be fun to watch how the entire market plays from here. So I think it's going to be really, really interesting. Before I move on, I had discussed about the courses. I had said that yes, if you want to invest, if you want to learn about be it technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whatnot, Pooja, if you can just share the link of our courses tab. Uh, Anyone who wants to enroll for the courses, it should be easier for them. I would just quickly give a coupon code, that is CRRYT. I always share this coupon code during our live streams. So anyone who wants to invest in the courses, that's your coupon code. Before I move on, please allow me to digress a little bit from our live stream. But I would want to share a story. It's a really, really inspiring story. It will not take more than 1 minute. Would appreciate your attention. Day before yesterday, a lady, her husband and her son, they came to our office, and she was from Uttar Pradesh or Uttarakhand. And she said that I want to meet Rachana ma'am. I was in a meeting, but I said, okay, maybe just 5 minutes, I'll come and meet. And she told me that she started watching my YouTube channel because of Sandeep Maheshwari sir. Then, slowly and steadily, she started liking. She's a homemaker, and she said, I was not sure whether I'll be able to learn finance. By the way, her son was taking admission in BBA, so I'm sure she might be older to me, definitely. Uh, so coming back, she said that she was a homemaker. She didn't have that much confidence that whether she'll be able to learn at this age or not, whether she'll be able to invest by herself or not. But she said her husband played a very important role in building the confidence and in building knowledge. She said that, ma'am, you have played a big role in that. Believe it or not, she said she started investing some sort of swing trading, but she said, I always listen to you. I don't do swing trading based only on technicals. She said, first I check the fundamentals of the company, then she said I check the technicals. Based on that, she said, almost over a period of uh, 2 years roughly, based on whatever, I can't disclose amounts, she told me, but she said she made a profit. I'll not tell the amount invested. She said she roughly made a profit of around 32,000 rupees. And she said, ma'am, you know what I did with that? Because when she wanted to do my courses, she said her husband paid for her courses. Her husband gifted her the courses because he wanted her to learn. And she said, with her first profit, she did not spend that 32,000. She said, I'll invest that amount back. And she gifted the courses. She gifted my stock market courses to her husband. And she said, if I can learn, you can easily learn. And I'm so happy that the way she showed courage to learn, the way she invested the money that she had earned from stock market again by investing in knowledge, I think that was really, really appreciable. And being a teacher, if students share the same thought process as mine, she said, ma'am, I totally understand that if I want to earn money in stock market, I have to be patient, I have to understand the fundamentals. I don't believe in quick money. When my viewers, my students, when they resonate with my thought process, when they speak my same language, I feel so good. And I think exactly that is what I was about to say. And Raviji, you spoke my mind again. See, that's the whole process, right? If we resonate with each other's thoughts, that's where a community is truly built. And that is truly an inspiring story. I also get super sebi upar from Abhijit, Madhusudan, and few others. So it is really inspiring, and I always love to hear such stories. So just because we all are also family, so I just thought of sharing this quick instance with you all. So I think she just made me understand that age is just a number. If you want to learn, you must have the intent to learn. I always say that There, one point is ability to learn and one point is willingness to learn. Ability everyone has. Big question is, do you have the willingness or not? Okay, so she showed willingness and she also gifted the courses to her husband. Similarly, if you have also done the courses and if you want to gift it, why not? You can definitely contact my team. Pooja has also shared the uh, the store ka link, and I would just quickly pin it up for you all so that you can also have a look at it after our stream ends. I'll just pin the message. There is also the CRRYT coupon code, right? All right. Based on this, if you feel, if you feel, Balaji has said it. That is what I was about to say. You liked the technical analysis. You liked uh, the entire story, but this is what is missing. The number of likes are missing. So please, please hit that like button. Uh, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. I think amazing, Ravi ji. And this is in caps, sir. This is not in normal font. So this is like speaking it aloud. Request everyone, especially females and ladies, to learn finance and become independent, become financially independent. See, I always say, right? Uh, Finance is not important only for women or only for men. It is equally important for men and women in the family. So you have to make an effort to understand the finances. I always say that it's okay if at some point in time, if you feel that I don't want to take the decisions by myself, but you should know what are the decisions taken by your family members, and keeping a track of all the expenses, keeping a track of all the financial decisions is absolutely important. Kya baat hai? Sai is also sharing something. Sai is saying, just with my experience, I would say technical analysis course has been very useful. Thank you for this, Rachana ji. Kya baat hai? And Sai also says that I have applied the learnings in my stock analysis, and I must tell my ways of trading have become way better. Kya baat hai? Thank you, thank you. And again, see, don't look, even if you're trading, Sai, I don't know what sort of trading you're doing, but again, I always say, don't go ahead with intraday trading. See, I'm not against any person who does intraday trading. Okay, if a person has all, if an intraday trader has all time 9:15 to 3:30 and knows the strategies, knows how to have that mindset, well and good. I don't do intraday trading because I don't believe in it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. The thing is that I don't believe in it. So if you believe that you, because I don't believe in intraday, I believe in long term, and I always say that you can make money with trading, but you can create wealth with investing. So that is important, and I believe that, yes, fundamentally understanding things and go. Kya baat hai? Today I'm getting so many comments for the courses as well. Arpita is saying, very true, Rajiv ji started with ma'am's basic course and continued. Kya baat hai? Ravi ji, Arpita has immediately replied. So you talked about financial independence, and Arpita immediately has said yes. Okay. Subramanya is saying FATA and F&O courses are very good. Kya baat hai? Very nice. Shabash. Sai Prasanna says, I don't trade intraday, no time. Good, good. वाह 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 वाह, बढ़िया. अरे वाह, आज तो अच्छे से बातें हो गई अपनी. Otherwise, I start the stream first technical analysis, economy analysis, stock, queries, but many a times we don't get to chat with each other, right? After a long time, I just thought of sharing an experience uh, that happened in my office, and I'm great. I mean, I feel happy that you also are participating in this discussion. Doesn't feel like it's a one-way communication, because you the chats are so very much aligned to whatever we are discussing. Fantastic. One last point, Subramanian, especially F&O is explained in a very simple manner. Absolutely. Thank you. That is the whole thought process, right? Finance simplified, finance for everyone. Har ghar investor is what the whole dream is. Okay, so with that, likes तरी पण वाढल्या नसतीलच आपल्या. I'm sure on that. I'll just check quickly. Abhijit is saying, any live course, when will plan live course in English? I'm willing to meet. Abhijit, there is no live course in English, but yes, there is a live course in Marathi that is going to be conducted in the next month. That is in the month of July, and I'm just going to quickly check the calendar. It's going to happen in the month of July, and the dates are what? The dates will be 22nd July and 23rd July. So even if you say that I don't understand Marathi, you have almost 15 days to learn Marathi and then join the course. Okay, just kidding. Anyways, but yes, the live batch is going to be in Pune, and it is going to be for technical analysis in Marathi. Pooja, if you can just share the link of the technical analysis live batch. Abhijit is saying, I don't know Marathi. Abhijit, I've given you the solution. Learn Marathi in 15 days. Anyways, I might do certain seminars after that. See, once this batch is over, then all my recordings for the year are going to be over. I'm planning to do some live seminars, not courses, but yes, seminars. Would plan it in Maharashtra, in India. Definitely would love to do that. Ravi ji is saying Chandigarh mein kara do. रवि जी लस्सी का इंतजाम होगा तो बताइए. चंडीगढ़ में मैं 2-3 बार आई हूँ. वहाँ पे सेक्टर 79 हो, गुड फॉर शॉपिंग. दैट्स व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, राइट? सो लस्सी वस्सी का इंतजाम होने वाला है, तो व्हाई नॉट, कर देंगे, राइट? आई थिंक देयर इज जस्ट 1 मिनट. या महिन्यात आहे का? माय हस्बंड इज सेइंग, काय बोलतेस, तुला कळतंय का? My husband is saying that you are telling the wrong dates. I'm sorry. So, I don't look into the admin stuff. Sorry for that. The course, the course is not on 22nd and 23rd. It is on 15th and 16th. So, Abhijit, you have only 10 days to learn Marathi now. Okay. So 15th and 16th live TA batch in Marathi. So yes, that is what it is. Bibhas is saying, मैम फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस कोर्स डिस्काउंट में करा दो. वही वो डिस्काउंट कोड सेम हर एक के लिए अप्लाई कर दो. द वन दैट आई मेंशन्ड, CARRYT, दिस कैन बी यूज्ड अगेन. Try using this code, you will surely get a discount. Chalo, very good. I'm getting a lot of invites. I'm getting invites from Bangalore. I'm getting invites from Chandigarh, from Patna. Okay, thank you. We will do that after the technical analysis batch is over. ओके चलो. सो विद दैट, आज आगे कुछ सीखना है या सीखने का मन नहीं कर रहा है? आज गप्पे ही लड़ाने, सीखना है ना आगे. यू वांट टू लर्न समथिंग न्यू ना. स्वरूपी सिंह, मैडम मला थोडे थोडे मराठी माहित आहे. क्या बात है, नाइस. सो we have to go ahead, right? We are not here only, but today I felt nice. We chatted for a long time. Hemant ji is saying invite from Coimbatore too, and he has also obviously said namaskar Rachana ji. Namaskar Hemant ji. Yes, chalo. So don't waste time. No talking class. Teacher is strict. No talking. Keep quiet. Okay. Now, let's get started with understanding a little bit about the macroeconomic situation. Okay. See, I'm sure the moment I say macroeconomic, you'll be like, inflation. For a change, let's not talk about inflation. Let's talk about FDI. Believe it or not, India was the third highest recipient of FDI in the world in 2022. Of course, 2023 data is not yet out, right? It's a full year data that is published. So 2022 ka total FDI that any country received, India was the third highest. First, or the highest, topmost being US, second being UK, and third one is apna Bharat, Hindustan, India is the third highest recipient of FDI. FDI inflows rose 10% and the amount is 44.7 billion. The amount was $44.7 billion in 2021, and in 2022 the amount rose to $49.3 billion. So like we can see the rally in FDI flows as well, we can see the rally in stock market as well, right? Now, talking about one more important point about macroeconomics, it's about the services PMI. If you have done our course on macroeconomics, especially the course on impact of economics on stock market, again, Pooja, if you can share the link of that course, Economics for Stock Market, where I've discussed a lot of macroeconomic parameters which surely impact the stock market. There is something known as services PMI, and we have been also discussing basics in our Thursday live streams as well. Typically, when the PMI is above 50, that is a good sign. That is a sign of expansion zone. This is the first time that this is not the first time, but this time I can say, this time the PMI, services PMI basically has declined to 58.5 in June. The expectation was around 60.2. And the number in May was 61.2. Chalo, one more time. What was the number in May? 61.2. One more time. What was the number of services PMI in May? 61.2. What was the expected? 60.2. Actual number 58.5. So is this not that great? Not that great, but still anything above 50 means expansion. Can I say slow expansion? Yes. I can say slow expansion, but anything below 50 will suggest contraction. We are still above 50, it is expansion, but it is slow expansion, right? So I hope this point is also clear. One last point about the macroeconomic scenario I would want to tell you is about crude oil, because I have also discussed about this so many times. That crude oil is one commodity which definitely impacts our fiscal deficit. Our highest item, highest imported item is crude oil, and that is the reason why we have to understand that how to. I'll just share my entire screen. How to check out the oil data and oops, sorry. Yes. So here you can see this is the UK crude oil, UK oil data. There is an amazing, I generally don't say that, but I love that video of mine. It's the crude oil video. Pooja, please check if you can find the crude oil video. You'll just have to search maybe oil or crude oil. Crude oil Rachana Ranade, just try searching that. You should ideally get that video. In that video, I've talked about two types of oil. What is US oil? What is UK oil? And why we have to track UK oil, why we need not track US oil. Everything I have explained in that video. It's a very good video with lots and lots of animation to make you understand the concept in a simpler way, right? So don't forget to watch that video as well. But as of now, like you can see on the screen, here you can see that the UK oil has seen a good support at this level, support around $72. And you can see that from here, it was just moving in a zone. And right now what has happened is so this is last Wednesday, right? From Wednesday to where it ended today, it's almost a 4.16% rally. That is a big one, right? In 1 week, it is going up by almost 4%. So we have to watch out for such factors as well. Higher, so basically increase in crude oil prices is not going to be good sign. Our outflows are going to be higher. Stocks where crude oil is going to be considered as a raw material. Typical examples can be paint stocks, could be tire stocks, where major raw material is crude oil. It's not going to be good for them. But now we have to understand. We have to just try and look for it. It is currently at the resistance level. We have to see whether it goes down back from the resistance level, or does it break the resistance level and go upward. What could be a possibility? There could be a possibility that it goes above the resistance as well. There could be a possibility is what I'm saying. Why? If you're reading the news, you might have read this, that there are production cuts by Saudi and OPEC. So again, what is OPEC and all that? Again, everything and explained in the YouTube video that I was referring to. Please watch that. So if there is a production cut, normal economics, right? Supply is high, demand is high, supply will be cut. In that case, prices may increase. And that is the reason why I'm saying that keep a watch on the crude oil prices, right? Stock specific information, let me quickly tell you. BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, I'm sure I did see some super chats as well. So let me quickly tell that as well. They have announced a buyback at 816 rupees. Current market price is around what, 705. But from the current market price also, the announced buyback is almost 15% higher. So it's a good one. We'll have to also check the ratio, but this is a tender offer. Okay, so you'll have to offer your shares for buyback. There'll be some ratio. Based on that, your tender will be accepted. Okay, so good one to keep a watch on. Those who have BSE shares, kya baat hai? Because you will be able to offer it in the tender at a 15% price, which is higher than the current market price, right? One more news I would want to tell you about is Eicher Motors. Eicher Motors is down by almost 11% in the last 3 days. Fundamentally strong stock, no doubt about that. But investors fear that Hero Motocorp and Bajaj Auto may eat up into the company's moat. Company's moat, Eicher Motor, which bike? Royal Enfield, right? But currently, Hero has partnered with Harley Davidson. Bajaj Auto has partnered with Triumph for category of bikes which directly compete with Royal Enfield, and that is what has not been. That has been kind of a negative impact for the stock, and reason that might be one of the reasons why the stock saw a pretty big correction, almost 11%, as I mentioned, in the last 3 days, right? So this was about some specific stock specific information that I wanted to share. Last point before I take up stock specific queries of yours, would want to tell you that I also checked out the option chain, and as per the option chain, again, 19,400. Shall I quickly show it? इतना analysis किया ही है तो I'll just quickly show that. Nifty option chain for the upcoming week. Quickly I'll show that. So that again our Nifty pause theme also fits in there. So we'll just try and see and learn how to analyze the option data. Okay. So next week's data I have taken up. Here you can see a big writing at 1,01,000 contracts at 19,500. Okay. Now you can see 19,500 put is not highest, but 90,400 puts are highest. You remember I taught you what is a straddle. Straddle means same position. I mean, call short, let us say call short and put short, but both at the same strike price. Same strike price is a straddle. Different strike prices will be a strangle. Okay, so in our example right now, 19,500 ka call short and 19,400 ka put short will be like a strangle. Okay, short strangle basically. So I again, as per option chain analysis, also what I can see is that market may remain a little bit range bound now for a week or so, unless until some news comes up either on the positive side or negative side, which comes up as a surprise. Then only it may show some different thing. Otherwise, maybe range bound, maybe hit pause will be the thing. So let us see. Ravi Raj is still saying anyone 16,000 wala monetize. बहुत बार Ravi Raj ji is wanting to sell his channel. I think since last 3 Thursdays he's telling this. He's also mentioned his WhatsApp number, and thank you for the super chat. Okay, Mancha Roy, thank you for the super chat, but no questions asked. Ravi ji saying is it good time to apply a BSE buyback holding into quantity at 620 average? Also, ma'am, started SIP in UTI Nifty 50 mutual fund. Is it a good one for long term? Simple, I'll tell you. If so, two things. NSE, BSE buyback, I already told. Anyways, 15% upwards as compared to current market price. Why not? Why not? Okay. Second one, if you're talking about UTI Nifty 50 mutual fund, I have a separate video on what are index funds. And in that video, I have also discussed about how do you analyze whether an index fund is good or not. Okay. So Pooja, please paste the link of the index fund. I think the video is like top 3 index funds or something like that. Just try and check that and put the link here. But just to tell you quick 2 parameters. Number 1 is that whenever you're talking about any index mutual fund, you have to see that the tracking error, okay, tracking error is lowest. And you also have to see that the expense ratio is also at the lowest. So just check for these 2 basic parameters you for Nifty, UTI Nifty 50 mutual fund. See, the moment it's a Nifty 50 mutual fund, it's like an index fund which tracks Nifty. If Nifty is going to do good, ideally this also is going to be doing good. But if the tracking error is very high, then it might not give the same results. That is why the tracking error has to be checked before taking any decision. And expense ratio also that has to be checked. That should be at a lower end, right? All right. Second one is I want to invest in Nippon small cap mutual fund. My order is getting rejected due to order entry not allowed in the scheme. Please help. Order is getting rejected due to order entry not allowed in the scheme. Why is that so? Please check if I am not sure about this Nippon small cap mutual fund, to be honest. But just check if it was a close-ended fund. If it was a close-ended fund, obviously your order will not be allowed. If it's an open-ended fund, can't see any reason why it should be disallowed. But maybe you can just contact. I'm sure you'll find some support number. You can just check with their team. Not sure if it's an open-ended, why should it get rejected otherwise? Okay, moving on. Dharam Joshi says, good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Want to know your views on fundamental analysis of clean science and tech. Operating profit margin and profit looks great to me. Again, kya baat hai Dharam ji? As I always say, we don't talk about tips. It's all about, yes, even I have analyzed. So Dharam ji has said, okay, I have analyzed, and based on what? So he has based it on 2 parameters. One is OPM and one is profit. So now that you have done at least some analysis, yes, I'll be more than happy to share some more analysis, right? So sharing my screen, clean sciences and technology. Okay, so here you can see kya baat hai? ROC 44%, ROE 33%. I always say more than 15% at least. No pledge percentage. Profit growth is also not bad at 30%. Sales growth is at 36%. Not bad at all. Good one. P is a shade higher, 49.5. But see, have a look at this, right? Industry P is around 50, and stock P is around. Sorry, industry P is around 25. Stock P is around 50. So a little bit expensive, right? So be careful on that. If I were to check the quarterly results, YOY, it's a growth, a small dip in QOQ. YOY operating profit is good. As you rightly mentioned, operating profit margin, fantastic, has grown quite a bit as compared to the previous quarters. If it is able to hit these numbers, 50-52%, kya baat hai, it will be amazing. If I again check March 23 versus 22, it is good. Yearly as well, all-time high. OPM, again, as I mentioned, a little bit higher would be great. Profit before tax is also at an all-time high. Compounded profit growth is great, as I mentioned. Compounded sales growth is good. Stock far, I mean, we'll see here. Clean manufacturing criticals, specialty chemicals. This is specialty chemical, pharmaceutical intermediates, APIs basically. So this sector has not performed quite well in the last few quarters, I can say. So that is the reason why I'll also check the chart. See, you can see from here it has, my God, from 1955, 1955, it has gone down to almost 1400 levels. But I don't see, the fundamentals look pretty good. Let's also check about the investors. See, in fact, FII June 21, it was 0, June 22, 4%, and even March is around that number itself. All in all, primarily based on fundamental analysis, don't see any specific pain, but the pain is at an industry level. Specialty chemicals have not performed that great. So one may have to stay a little bit more patient. Okay, but fundamentals, as I mentioned, the financials look good. हेमंत जी, I said namaskar. Namaskar हेमंत जी, वो तो हमेशा होता है अपना. All right. Ashwin says, oh, kya baat hai. Ashwin says, specialty chemical sector still good to hold. Yes, I am still not bearish. I'm sure, Ashwin, you're a pro investor member, if I'm not mistaken. And in one of the previous live streams, I've done a separate video on just analyzing what is the specialty chemical sector all about, why the China plus one theme can really play out well in this sector. So I would request you to revisit that video again. It is available only for the pro investor members. So just in case others, if you're not pro investor members, worth an investment is what I believe. You'll get to learn a lot about how to analyze companies, how to analyze sectors. Okay, and I try and keep on taking different industries, taking different sectors, so that you get to know how to analyze each and every sector, right? Pooja, if you can just share the link again of our website, where we have the pro investor yearly membership, or you can also smash the join button for a monthly membership as well. Okay, so I still am bullish on the specialty chemical sector, but it is really testing the patience, no doubts on that. We will have to have patience for that. Views on Vedanta and Godrej Agrovet, average. Vedanta, though, I always say that I've told this story so many times, but Vedanta, I personally, again, personal choice, but I don't like it for the whole, price went up, delisting offer failed. After that, it goes up to such an extent. So that is the reason why I don't like it. So you can say average. Okay. Yes, I was about to teach the rollover data. I have had some key points as well, but it's already 10:10. I'll keep it for. I'll try to make a YouTube video rather than doing that in a Thursday live stream. I think I should write it down for a normal YouTube video. By the way, if you have enrolled for our futures and options course, I have taught about rollover data in futures and options course. Huh? So anyone who has the access of it or who wants to enroll for it, I've taught in detail how to check rollover data, how to analyze it. Everything is there in the course. But in addition to that, I'm also writing it down in my notepad. Rollover data, I'll take that up as a special YouTube video in this month mostly. My calendar is already blocked for this month. We'll try and fit in. Else next month, मैं तो पक्का करेंगे. Okay. Okay, requesting everyone to stop super chats. I would want to take some normal chats as well. We are almost at 45 minutes now. HDFC Bank spike after merger and TA on excited mother son. Yes, HDFC Bank ideally should see some good traction after the merger. If you are again patient, I think this can be, fundamentally HDFC Bank. There is no problem, and with the merger, I think it can be again a good one for the long term as well. So even it's there in my watch list as well, right? TA on Exide and Motherson is what you have also mentioned. Exide Industries. Ooh. I'll share my screen. I'm on a monthly chart right now. Just wanted a better view on that. But here you can see it was more like a double bottom formation that has happened here itself at the neckline. And if that be so, we typically calculate the double bottom like this. One, it's like a W, right? And based on this, we clone it, we keep it at the neckline, and it's almost there, 260. So fresh entry at this level can be tricky, can be really tricky. 260, 270 maybe. I would not have entered at this level. And second one is Motherson Sumi. Okay. Motherson Sumi. It's more of sideways, nothing special here. Not, I was just checking if it's like an up flag, but not really. There has been a big rally, but now it's in a sideways trend, right? So that's what I can see for the Motherson Sumi chart as well. More of sideways. Sun Pharma, Ravina ji says Sun Pharma has reached a monthly double top holder sell. Okay, let me just check Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma. Percent. So if you see here, one point you can say that this is a double top. I can also look at from this angle. Let us say this is a W formation pattern here. I'll draw it a little bit more properly so that I connect this as well. I can say this is like a double bottom. Okay. Wow. There is no such pattern, but if I want to make one now, this is like a cup which has two sections and then it also has one handle to it. So it's like a double bottom plus one handle to it. Okay. But see, anyways, in technical analysis, it's not going to be like exact every single time, right? But if this were to be so, then we also have to check as per the double bottom formation pattern, there could also be this thing coming up. But still 1086 only. Not much steam left. And here you can see in the monthly candle also, this is like a hanging man. No, this is called as a shooting star. Okay, typical example of a shooting star. Those who are like a shooting star, there are 4 candlestick patterns, right? Hammer, inverted hammer, hanging man, shooting star. If you don't know this, it means that you have not done my technical analysis course. And Pooja, you have to paste the link of technical analysis course now. Okay, so typically this is called like a hanging man. Of course, the whole month is not yet over. I can't say that done. But I'll tell you, hanging man is an example of a reversal pattern. Okay, so let the monthly candle close based on which we can be in a better position to analyze. But anyways, even if I consider that, I don't see a lot of steam left here. But track it a little bit more closely is what I would say. If you have, I always say from stock market, if you're getting double than FD returns, say Ram Ram, Dhanyawad, 15%, 12 to 15%. It's not bad at all, right? You get 6 to 7% in FDs. Even if you're getting somewhere in the range of 12 to 15%, good. Why not? All right. Thank you, Ashin, for the super chat. No more questions. I'm sorry, no questions asked. But last 3 questions that I'm going to take. One is of Rupesh, one is of Akshit, and one is of Deepak. बाकी मैंने सब आंसर किया है. Starting with you, Deepak. If I gift 50,000, which is exempted limit as a gift, will any return generated by these 50,000 also taxable in the hand of donor, or it is exempt, or it is exempted? और ये exempted तो नहीं होगा. Any income which is, so 50,000 if you gift to some other person. Acha, by the way, if it's a relative, if you're gifting it to a relative, then why 50,000? You can also gift up to 5 lakh, any amount basically. 50,000 is for a person. The limit is if the person is a non-relative person. Okay. I remember my good old, not good old, I remember CA final days. Studies cannot, CA final studies are of immense pressure. They can't be remembered as good old days. But I remembered section 56, subsection 2, if I'm not mistaken, that was about other income, gift, and all that. Okay, anyways, if up to 50,000 rupees gift is given for a non-relative, then it is about the whole point of, whether it will be considered as an income or not. Up to 50,000, okay, that will not be considered as an income. But any income generated out of that will be taxable. It will not be exempt. So don't be of the impression that it will be exempted. But in the hands of whom? You have said also taxable in the hand of donor, or it is exempt. Not taxable in the hands of donor. It will be taxed in the hands of the donee. For example, Deepak, I'm not your relative. But someday, if you feel, okay, I think you are getting my example, just so that you can learn practically, okay. If you feel that you want to give 50,000 rupees to me, okay, just kidding, right? Then that amount for me will not be considered as my income because it's up to 50,000. Assuming I'm not getting even 1 rupee from other relatives. Any income that I generate out of that will be taxable in my hands, not in your hands. Okay? You can try gifting. Okay, anyways. Chalo. Moving on to the next one. Akshit, how to analyze specialty chemical companies. Akshit, I have done a separate video on that. I've done so many pro-investor analysis for that. I've analyzed Alkyl Amines. I have analyzed Aarti Industries and Polyplex and so on. So many companies. Please check out those videos. I'm sure they'll add great value, great knowledge. Rupesh ji asks, Rupesh ji, after a long time, good evening. Good evening. When do you think IT stocks will start picking up? Even I'm thinking. See, timing it is very difficult, but I feel it's high time now. I have also discussed this that everything is now known. If we know about the US recession, we know about the UK recession. Problem was that for a company like Infosys, majority of their revenue was coming from the US, from United States of America, right? And in that also, a major chunk was coming from the banking sector. So you can imagine that Infosys has done a software for Udarka Bank, okay? And you know that the banking sector was not that great in US. So there is no news which is not known right now. Everything has been factored in. So I don't think there has to be a long wait now. Even I'm looking at IT stocks. Raha dekh rahi hu, kab upar aayenge. But I don't think that has to be a long wait. 3 to 6 months is what I believe, not more than that. Reason, everything what was bad, ideally I think has been factored in. That's my analysis. Okay, now Hemanji is saying, Rachana ji, I just enrolled as pro member on website. Hemanji, you're already a pro member on YouTube channel. But then from next month, don't renew on YouTube. You can just be a pro member there. And maybe here you can take student membership just so that you participate in the super chat, in the chats as well. I think you can give a super chat even if you are not a member, is what my understanding is. But yes, okay, good. You have invested in knowledge again, right? So let me just quickly check some normal chats as well, because it should not happen that I answer only super chat. Okay. Any other quick questions? Wah, kya baat hai. Manish Sachdev, pro member for 28 months. His chat has been highlighted. Request quick TA on Alkyl Amines. It seems to be stuck at 2600. So you see any problem? I'll check that. followed by Siddharth, who is a member for 29 months. Kya baat hai, Siddharth Muthalia, sorry. Amazing, Siddharth. 29 months you're a Pro Investor member. Kya baat hai, that's like 2.5, more than that, 2.5 years. Wow, amazing. So I'll take both the questions. Siddharth says, hi ma'am, Elecon engineering looking very good on technical charts. Your views can enter now, question mark. So we'll do a quick technical analysis on two stocks, Alkyl Amines and Elecon engineering, right? I'll present my screen. Alkyl Amines. Again, one who asked this question was Manish. Manish, like I mentioned right now, correct? Entire specialty chemical space is having a tough time right now, and that is the reason why I don't expect some action to happen. See, we had discussed about this. I'm just going to quickly remove the Fibonacci level to make it a little bit better. I'll also remove this 1, 2. Now the chart is a little bit bigger at least. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now this is, so even if I take this is the first time when it broke the downtrend per se. Okay, so this is an important one. There was a kind of a very small upflap, and the target has also been achieved. But right now I can say slowly and steadily it is starting to pick up. It has clearly come outside the downtrend. Pivot is around 2652. It may consolidate here, but I've clearly shown this, right? This was a down move, clear cut down move, and it has come out of that down move. When do you understand that it has come out of the down move? See, this was the latest higher, lower high, correct? If the next high is made above that, it means I'll remove this flag pattern so that you will understand also. Uh, so lower high, lower low, lower high, low, lower high, and ideally this is like a sideways only, lower high and then lower low. Okay, or even if I say lower high and low, so this is the first instance where it has broken. This also has been taken out, but it's struggling around the pivot level. So closing above this again can trigger some next move maybe. So yes, it is going there up slowly and steadily. But even if I want to draw a line from these bottom points now, just have a look at this. It is honoring these levels, right? So somewhere it is respecting, it's in kind of uptrend. And second one is Elecon engineering. Okay. Oh, an uptrend, super uptrend. So to check the weekly chart. Arre bapre. I've never tracked this stock. Big uptrend. Oh, this is 2007. Well, this is an example of a rounding bottom. Okay, today I mentioned rounding bottom. I'll just, good you gave, but the target has been achieved already. Let me tell you what is the rounding bottom formation pattern. 2008, the high was at 257. And then it went down and down and down and down for such a long time. From 2007, this has been taken out in 2022. 2022, you can see our first time it has been taken out. Direct next month, 38%. Rounding bottom ka yahi maza hai. Minimum target is this. And if it's a strong rounding bottom, it does happen that it can also go up 2x, 3x also is what we have seen in the past times rounding bottom. 1x target has been met. If it goes 2x based on the rounding bottom formation, it will be around 723. If it goes 3x, see this is a very strong rounding bottom formation pattern. 3x it could go around these levels, 950-ish level. Again, please, I always say, don't invest only based on technicals. Do your fundamental analysis and then take your own decision, right? Ganesh is also a pro investor for 17 months, and Ganesh says your views on Balrampur Chini, CDSL Wipro, again all average. Okay. Again, I personally don't love sugar stocks. I know the whole story of ethanol blending, this that, but still somehow I don't like. I don't personally invest a lot in sugar stocks, right? CDSL not bad at all. Wipro, has been in pain. Will be interesting to see when it comes out of it. Rajesh, member for 24 months. Rajesh Deshpande. Rajesh says Nifty has become concentrated due to HDFC Bank. Why? Why, Rajesh? Because of HDFC. See what it means that you have not seen yesterday's video. Pooja, share the link of yesterday's video. Rajesh, I'm sure you'll get some more insights on the Nifty allocation based on yesterday's video. So please find time to watch that. Abhijit is also a pro investor member for 24 months. Abhijit is also asking, is it good to do SIP Nippon Nifty ETF? I have 80 shares, which is SIP. The moment it's a Nifty related ETF or mutual fund, why not? If you believe that Nifty is going to go in an uptrend, ideally any derivative of that, something like a Nifty 50 index fund or be an ETF. Like I told you, how to check whether index fund is good or not. I talked about two parameters: tracking error. I talked about expense ratio. Similarly, ETF will be like a mutual fund, similar to a mutual fund, but the biggest difference is that ETF will be listed on the stock exchange. So like you can buy stocks just like that, you can buy, sell. Similarly, ETF also you can do that. You can also create a stock SIP in Nifty ETF on portals like Zerodha. So just check some basic points, right? Oh, Deepak, the super chat that you had given, that was your first ever super chat. Kya baat hai? YouTube keeps on giving me insights. This last one or two questions, maybe it's almost 10:30. Subir is saying, ma'am, all online courses I have taken for F&O. I told you I waited more than my marriage, if you remember. Today I'm full-time F&O trader live from UK. Kya baat hai? Okay. Ashwin is saying pro investor for 35 months. Still you didn't get answer to question. Still didn't get answer to question. Ashwin, where is your question? See, YouTube, I'll show you. I'll share my screen. What happens, I'll show you. I have to be transparent. Why shouldn't I be? I am, see, this is now zoomed in view. Okay. So now what happens? This is your, this is your question. Okay, I got that right now. TA of Tata Chem Sonata Soft. I'll take that. You're saying pro investor member for 35 months. Okay, agreed. But see, this is how YouTube shows me. Subir De, member for 18 months. I can't do the setting. YouTube is showing that. Paresh, member for 37 months. Oh, hi Rachana ma'am, 6 a.m. club. Please start once again. Oh, 6 a.m. club, you want me to start again? Let's see. Let me reconsider. Ravi ji is saying pro member for 33 months. Batao. Aur batao. Kya baat hai? Almost 3 years. Badhiya. 10 months. TA on Jubilant. So, Jubilant Foodwork right now is at a very big resistance. 500 is the resistance level. Yaad hai mujhe. Okay, so that is how YouTube shows that, or even like the super chat that I showed right now. See, this is Deepak's super chat, and YouTube shows celebrate the first super chat from Deepak. Yay! Okay, so some chats are highlighted by YouTube. I don't know on what basis. So Ashwin, don't feel bad. Your chat was not highlighted, so nahi pakad liya maine. Chalo, today your chat will be the last one. Tata Chem Sonata Soft, I'll do for one. Tata Chemicals, I'll do that. Tata Chemicals. I'll take a monthly chart and let's zoom this in. Oh, I have shared my screen. Okay. You can see that it's running in a parallel channel, much of a parallel channel. You can see here to here. Just breaking out of that will be interesting to see if it breaks through. But this one which has broken above the parallel channel, unfortunately the volumes have not been that great. June 28th, Reuters. Okay, if had these been with super volumes, I would have said kya baat hai, chances that it may go up. But you can see here now volume is not that great, so I mean, I would not have entered into this right now based on the technical analysis. All right, it was fun. Ravi ji is saying, Ashwin ji, aap purane ho gaye, that's why it did not get highlighted. Ashwin is different from Ashwin Balaji. I know Ashwin Balaji. Ashwin, what is your surname? At least I answered one query of yours, na? Just above Ashwin's question about BHL. हाँ, अब शुरू हो जाओ, ये भी question answer कर दो, वो भी कर दो. So I'll have to stay here till what, 12? Okay, anyways, it was fun today. Loved having a chat with everyone. So today, as I mentioned, it was a little bit of, you know, gupshup bhi ho gaya thoda sa. Had great time with everyone. And keep on checking out the Thursday live streams. It's fun. You'll get a weekly roundup of what important things happened. We try to learn more and more. Love when you first share the analysis and then ask the question. So felt refreshed at 10:30 at night. It'll be difficult for me to calm myself down. Abhi sona, I'll have to listen to meditation music. Otherwise, I keep on, just getting inspired by what happened in Thursday live stream today. Just keep on thinking about that. Okay, anyways, it was fun. I'll see you in the next Thursday live stream. Next Thursday, 6th. Today is 6th. Next Thursday live stream on 13th. I'll see you on the 13th. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.